Stocking up the ice gruel. I love frozen stuff.
It's where I put my frozen chocolate. Psych, I don't eat chocolate.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host.
My name's Andrew, and I'm back. Yeah, you remember me. I'm the Australian man who hates everything but fruit and veggies.
James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's a little bit odd, innit?
And a lot of things have happened this week, James.
A lot of things have happened this week, JD.
That is true, and I have some stuff on this this notepad that I have to pull up about the things that happened this week because.
But
I
you also have a physical notepad with you?
No, it's the it's the Windows version of Notepad, which is the one that doesn't need dead trees to work, James.
Ah, the coward's way out. Technology.
You know, say what you will, old man, but the future's now.
I just did.
So, do you have anything that you really want to get off your chest first? Maybe something that has to do with a man named Andrew.
I've rediscovered Andrew.
There's multiple Andrews that I need to talk about this week. Isn't that right, James? You just seem to have a big grudge against people whose name is Andrew.
It's just that there's a lot of people who named Andrew that keep coming into my life.
I see.
And then going.
Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Firstly, it's Andrew W, the TikToker who was infamous for being an Australian man who wears a beanie and yells at you because you like food.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not a privileged asshole who's just living off of money to keep him healthy and not actually doing anything.
I mean, everybody lives off money, James, to keep themselves healthy, but
money like to alter his body.
And yeah, I mean, I pay money to like my school, which has a gym, and I use that to alter my body slowly. But
yeah, man, I paid money to my school to be part of the art department. I'm Vincent Van Gogh. I also like that he's not
the TikTok man. It's Andrew is not actually as bad as you think he is.
I like that he stopped trying to hide his hairline.
I think he's just a top G. I mean, did you sent me two of them? One of them is him hating on him saying he loves ice gruel, and the other one is him showing off his hard work at the gym.
You can see his full-on head.
Is he straight up naked in that second one, by the way?
You can see right through his hairline. You can see his entire head.
James, let's not make fun of people's hairlines now, okay? I know we've done that many times before. What gives you the right, James?
Also, I like how these are clearly two. By the way, these two videos were next to each other on his TikTok.
Yeah.
The one on top is how he's consistently looking now. He hasn't posted since like August, by the way.
Yeah, what happened? Did he just get like bullied off the platform or something by pieces of crap like you?
Oh, you mean when we bullied the racist guy who judges everybody?
Okay, we don't know if he was racist.
He was specifically targeting ethnic foods and then yelling at them about being ethnic.
You can't be racist toward food.
Yeah, you can. If it's a food of a culture, yeah.
Oh, yeah, define a food of a culture then, Jays.
Orange chicken. That's both of ours.
That's racist, Jays.
But yeah, he's kind of a shitty person. He kind of.
I'm sure he is actually.
I'm sure he's probably.
I'm sure that this man that we've never met or talked to is a completely shitty person.
I've never talked or met to Andrew Tate, and I think he's a shitty person. Hey, G, there's your segue.
Well, Andrew Tate, the top G himself, I think we've already talked about how he's arrested. But and we thought that was like the end of it. Nothing else, no more content would be made. But I guess there's one little drop coming out of this like orange that we're squeezing, and it's his text messages that were leaked after he was he was taken in. Unfortunately, you didn't have the energy or you were in the right frame of physical condition to talk about Andrew last time. So do you want to do you know about it or?
I mean, this is me learning about it right now.
You're learning about it right now?
Yeah, when you mentioned that you had something about him, I got excited because I didn't know.
Right. So is His text messages, his private text messages were released by the court, I think, for the public to view. And some of them are not very good. Can you believe it, James?
No.
I
No.
I'm shaking and crying right now because my number
I'm
one
literally pissing and shitting myself at this.
internet idol, Top G himself is turns out to be not the person I thought he was.
We're talking about Sneeko, right? I mean, Andrew told him personally.
A lot of his text messages were like, it didn't start out too bad. It was like, him talking to his victims. Well, I guess I was going to say in quotes, but they're not in quotes anymore. His victims. It was him messaging his victims. And how he's like a pimp, right?
A joke, but I know it's real now.
He's like a pimp, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
everybody knew.
Yeah, so apparently he was sending sus text messages to them. So yeah, may or may not have been something to do with like hurting them for if they won't do what he says or whatever.
What was it that he was trying to tell them to do?
Webcam for him, I think. Work.
Oh.
Become a influencer, a YouTuber.
JD, did these people live in the same country as him?
I think it's just a yes.
They did?
I think some of them did. I'm not sure if I didn't like dive super deep into it. I just saw a video that was talking about the text messages because I didn't look it up myself. But yeah,
I got some Instagram comments to reply to.
They're there, and
I got some points to prove. I've been sitting on them in wait since you got arrested.
Some points to make, but everyone doesn't care about the points.
Everyone's like, "There's no physical proof. There's no physical proof." Boys, we got him.
So his text messages there. May or may not be something about him japing with one of his victims that may or may not have been underage. So yeah.
Oh my god.
And one of his text messages may or may not have said, I really enjoyed it japing with you. I don't know why I'm like this way.
With you?
No, it was just the straight up. I enjoyed doing that with you. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not with you. I just you.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, he said with you.
No. It wasn't with. I was trying to make it family friendly, James. You know the new YouTube policy. You know the contractual agreement. You know the contractual agreement that we were with, that you agreed to on this channel when you came onto the podcast as a co-host.
I remember that happening.
Well, I mean, you were blackout drunk from your many alcoholic rampages. I heard you've been better at that recently, but relapsing is a real thing. So I'd like you to keep focusing.
I keep losing like several hours, and then when I wake up, I see a little notification in front of me that says your stream has ended.
People say that a day's 24 hours, but when I wake up, it's only like 8.
Oh wow, it's 8 for you?
Yeah.
I wish.
I know. So that came out. I think there was one where he had like I guess he has like managers or something. He has a team that also manages his. It wasn't his brother, it was someone else. That was messaging with one of the girls.
Did he have Jeff?
With one of the girls. Yeah, Jeff. Jeff from the Game Awards. Anyway, so yeah, and one of them was like I think threatening violence or something to one of the girls if she wasn't gonna pick up her pace with working. I think in that text he was like, "I was gonna go kill you, you slacker," and that's what the actual text was. Slacker. He said slacker in the text. I was like, well, "Who is this guy? He's like 60 years old. Who says slackers?" It reminded me of like if Charlie was a bad guy, and then that's what he would text to his girlfriend if he was like Justin Roiland.
Oh yeah,
that was another thing that I heard about. I didn't write that down, but I should put that down right now, I guess.
I don't know what any of the story is, but I've heard about it, and I just see everybody's like, I prayed for days like this.
Like I only know the headliner. I don't know any of the details, but we'll talk about that after the Andrew thing.
Is it fucked that I'm happy it wasn't Dan Harmon? Like out of the two people,
Dan Harmon also has something against him too, I think.
I know he has like he's kind of shitty, but at least he wasn't abusive to his wife.
I don't know.
Like
I saw
I'm
one of the
happy about that
comments
at
on the
least.
just. I saw one of the comments on the Justin Roiland thing. I scrolled down and he was like, everyone talks about Justin Roiland, but no one talked about Dan's allegations. I'm like, oh, he has allegations too. Hmm.
Is this like allegations in the same way uh fucking
I have no
Mizkif had
idea.
allegations compared to his friend?
What was his name? Dan
Like
Harmon.
did one person do it and then it's like not the other person?
Uh, was it Dan Harlan? Harmon?
Dan Harmon.
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 Ah, I see. It was something
Yeah,
about sexual harassment with I don't know. It's probably not that important. It's guys, it's sexual harassment's really not that. It's not that great. It's old news. Okay, it's
that's
just
going on the soundboard.
that was me. That was me referencing Mizkif there. That's what Mizkif said. What do you do? When he was trying to cover up his chest?
Did you see the video of him dropping a fucking like fucking bar on his chest? Or the fucking
Yeah, I sent you that one. I sent you that.
You sent me that?
I sent you that. And you said like good or something or whatever. That was fucked up.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
I sent you that.
I mean, like,
dude, that was really fucked up, dude.
I kind of really wish it happened to the other guy for like instead, but good.
Oh no. So what I sent you the video
okay, yeah,
because I saw it and I was like I sent you a clip of XQC reacting to it. I was like, oh, Mizkif did that?
Ever since you fucking sent me that XQC thing, I just keep getting XQC react clips.
Yeah.
Like I got one that's like XQC reacts to Aiden Ross, and I'm like, what?
What?
And it's just a nothing clip. It's XQC just saying gibberish the entire time as Aiden's like, yo, bro, you're in a bad place. Just let me help you. Just let me help you. Respond. And
to be fair, okay, to be fair, that's all of XQC's stream. That's literally anytime XQC shows up, that's what it is. Secondly, after I sent you that video, you sent me the gif of Joker being like, "You get what you fucking deserve."
He sent you 3 gifs.
Yeah, he sent me 3 of them.
And the last one was him going GG.
Yeah. So yeah, Missy did drop the bar himself. That was a physical. See, that was the director's subtle hint that he was dropping something, like some heavy news or some like big information.
Keep going on.
Anyway, so yeah, Andrew Tate's text came out. Then Justin Roiland has I think he got arrested. Did he get arrested? Or was it just charges? I think he was just being charged. I think
he's just charged.
Yeah, he was just being charged.
Jinx you, Minnesota.
Instead, how about I give you how about I buy you a copy of the 1st and 2nd season of Rick and Morty?
Oh hell yeah!
On DVD.
Hey, actually, can you buy me another copy of the Halo TV show? I think I might need 3.
Man, Justin Roiland, I'm gonna miss Rick and Morty.
I'm not. Couldn't be fully honest.
I haven't watched any of it actually.
It really fell off.
I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen anything by Justin Roiland actually. Well, actually, it says Adventure Times that are under his TV shows that he's in. Was he?
Yeah, he's done a lot. Like he's voiced and stuff, and he's written and stuff. He's done a lot.
Who is he in? Who's he in? Adventure Time?
Yeah, he probably does
just some random
grab,
dude.
Honestly,
oh, he's the lemon dude.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's the lemon dude.
He's lemon grab. Yeah, no,
I didn't even know. Wait, Tom Kenny was Ice King.
Yeah, you didn't know Tom Kenny was Ice King?
No, I didn't. Dang, dude, Tom Kenny's super talented.
Times.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
What?
I looked up Justin Roiland for some reason for his like 4 most known things.
Yeah.
2 Girls, 1 Cup. The show pops up.
Really?
And he plays Cup.
He plays a cup in 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Oh my god, dude!
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, so the Justin Roiland allegation. I don't think we've said anything about it, but it was domestic violence charges. I think.
Oh, dude, he was in the Henry Stickmin collection. Hell
yeah.
He was. Who the fuck did he play?
Hell yeah.
Wilhelm Kriegus.
Dan Harmon kind of looks like a dude who's done some shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm happy it's not him though, because if I've followed his personal life because I liked some other shows he's done, and Also, you can see it in like the Rick and Morty end credits is like it kind of tracks his life. He was happy with his wife. His wife left him. He got really depressed, and then they kind of like made up and got back together.
Oh,
And he's just also
were
like,
you a big fan of Harmontown 2012?
no, Harmon Quest actually, his D&D animated show.
Oh, I see.
It's really good. It's really good.
Harmon Quest is a real thing.
This is a real thing. It's really good.
Mm.
It's on Verve. You know that dead app. I say
No,
as
I
I
have
still
no
have the
idea what
premium
Verve is.
subscription to it. Dude, Verve's like one of my favorite apps to use because I don't use Crunchyroll. I just use Verve because it's like one of the offshoots. But then
I
I
see.
also get like 20 other like different networks other than Crunchyroll. Rooster Teeth used to have all their stuff on it too, but they kind of left it.
I see. They got kicked off. I understand.
No, they just kind of went independent with their things. They're like, but Ruby Ice Queendom is on it, and I think their other stuff. I think they came back to it honestly.
Yeah, so I
I think
guess
that
every Rick and Morty fan
yeah,
is going to
sorry.
be rolling in the. They're going to be pretty sad that Rick and Morty got caught with the domestic violence. It was both of them. And in fact, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it's
see,
most people in the show because they did what like Family Guy does and have like one dude voice everybody.
what? No, yeah. Uh, by the way, I hate that. By the way,
You don't like it
but
when one person voices everyone on the show,
no, I just
even if he
don't
sounds like
like.
different people.
No, I just don't like the way that like Seth MacFarlane does it for Family Guy
Uh,
because it doesn't feel like different enough
you
sometimes.
don't think you think Quagmire and Peters sound similar?
He doesn't voice Quagmire, JD.
Who does he voice on the show again?
He voices Stewie,
Oh right,
Brian,
he's
and Peter.
Stewie, Brian, and Peter. You think
And
all of them sound similar?
I think Brian and Peter sound pretty similar, but he also voices like the Doctor. He voices fucking Quagmire's mom. I had to stop myself there.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be wouldn't want to get in trouble for that, that fictional getting that fictional character's gender wrong.
Well, no, it's also just like I don't like how they
Oh,
portrayed
I
it.
get it. I get it, James.
No, I have my problems with it because it's really fucking shitty because it's also Quagmire doesn't acknowledge his mom is his mom now, so it's still really fucked like writing wise.
Well, I mean,
They still have
it
him
kind of makes sense
they
since
still have him
Quagmire is
say my
kind of a piece
dad.
of shit as a.
No, yeah, but JD, that's the thing. They're trying to make Quagmire not a piece of shit, and I don't like
What,
it
in like
because
recent
Quagmire is
times?
also yes.
Oh, I don't
They
know. I haven't watched
they're
Family Guy in
trying
a
to
while.
make him like a more morally better person than Brian, and they keep writing it as like, yeah, Quagmire, he's better than Brian. And I'm like, Quagmire is a rapist and
They
a
really don't
pedophile.
like Quagmire. I mean, they really don't like Brian for some reason.
JD, I'm gonna say something, and you're gonna think I'm making a joke. Quagmire is literally Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He's Andrew
He's a
Tate
rapist.
if he was
He's a
like
pedophile. He's a
lamer.
sex trafficker. He's
Quagmire is Andrew Tate if Andrew Tate was lame
if he had hair, but
and
that's not
also
a
wasn't
joke.
ripped. So,
No, well, I think
I see why. See, everyone's misunderstanding Justin Roiland now. I see. I just clicked. There's this. I scrolled down a little bit after I typed in Justin Roiland. It says there's a question that people ask on Google. It says, "Does Justin Roiland have a disability?" And he's dyslexic. So it just explains everyone. Explains everything.
okay, we've talked about this for a while now.
Yeah, I also didn't know High on Life was one of his new games that came out.
You didn't? I mean,
No,
how
I
did you
didn't see
not?
any gameplay on it.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna say like,
I didn't hear
how do
it.
you watch 1 second of it and not
I
realize?
haven't watched any of it. That's why I didn't know.
The problem is that he just keeps doing the Morty voice for like almost every character. Anytime he does like something new, he does the Morty voice again and again.
Oh geez, Rick. Oh geez.
Yeah, like literally both the main character from High on Life and their VR game is literally just him doing the Morty voice.
Well, I mean, isn't Morty in the Rick and Morty VR, whatever the VR game was?
No, no, not in the like Rick and Morty VR. It's like you play at like you control the eye
Oh yeah,
guy.
chair Dorpians or whatever. It was the
Yeah,
when we were in the chair. I see.
yeah, and then it's like the guy that you control in the game just does the Morty voice the entire time.
That's true.
And then again in High on Life, the main gun that you use that they used in all the promotion as well, it's
Hmm.
just the Morty voice and he's not even like changing anything. I don't know.
Hmm.
I just don't like it when someone has one voice and they just do it all the time. like within other projects.
Hey,
Like just do
if
something
it
new.
works, it works. I'm
But
just
it
saying.
doesn't.
I mean, it works for most people, James. So I guess it
Broken.
works. If
It
it
works for
doesn't
most
work
people
for
because it's
you,
fucking
it
numbering.
doesn't mean it doesn't work, James. Just
Yes, it
because it doesn't
does.
work for you, it
That's
works for
exactly
me.
how it works. You want to know what else just works, JD? By the
Yeah,
way, do you
what
have any
just
other
works?
topics? Do you have anything we can
I have a
segue into smoothly?
couple. I have a couple down, but I don't really see a segue into it.
Uh, let me try to guess a way into a segue. Um, Velma.
So Velma, the this show was just
Am I
did
right?
the
Am I
trailer
right?
just drop or was the whole thing come out already?
The whole thing came out. I'm already seeing people do edits of the entire show on TikTok, so the whole
I
thing
see.
came out.
What's the general consensus you say about Velma?
Dude, I I don't know. I don't know
Were you a
because
Scooby Doo fan? You watch a lot of Scooby
I
Doo?
was, dude. I love Scooby Doo.
I
I
watched the
don't
Scooby
like
Doo a lot
old
too.
different versions. I hate the Scoob movie. It was a very painful experience, and I thought I might enjoy something. I did not. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of the second Scooby Doo movie,
I like those movies.
the one where Matthew Lillard turns into multiple like the buff guy, and he says, "Check out these pecs, little man." That was the one that I watched. It was
Yeah, it
pretty
was my
good. I
favorite
also
one where
watched
Matthew.
the most recent. I mean, I think one of the most popular animations for Scooby Doo, the one that had
Uh,
like the catchy theme song. Was like, "What's new, Scooby Doo? We're coming after
oh,
you."
yeah, that one's really good. That's iconic and classic. That's really
That
like
was pretty good.
safe, keeps the formula.
That wasn't like the
Mystery
original one though.
Incorporated. No, it wasn't, but it was like the like early 2000s and still ongoing is what it is because they're doing animated
I thought that
movies
was a
still in
solid
that
show.
style.
I thought that was a solid
It's
show.
great. It's great.
It even had a movie.
Mystery
I think it had an animated movie that I watched too.
it's had several. JD, I'm a super fan. I know. I watched them all as a
Of
kid.
course, I mean, you base your whole entire look and personality off Shaggy, so yeah, I would know.
Like, man, I don't
Well,
know
I
what
mean,
you're talking
sorry,
about.
you based off the old Shaggy. There's a new Shaggy now,
I
and
hate the
he's gonna
new
say
Shaggy. More like the new Shaggy.
drugs. I don't do those. Blink, blink.
So I'm just gonna talk about my thoughts. I
Yeah,
haven't watched it yet, but based off the trailers and everything I've
hmm
seen for it, they should have not made them Shaggy, Daphne, and Fred.
you think it should have been like an original show?
And no. I'm fine with it being Velma if it's like Velma splitting off from the mystery gang, like for some
Oh, for
reason,
like
like make a
a
reason
different thing.
for her to leave and then goes and joins this new group of like crime solvers. But you think they're all the character types of the same group, but they're
hmm
all diverting it, like with the way that the Shaggy guy's like, yeah, but I hate drugs. Like make him look like Shaggy. Like I'm fine with the design they have. Like, give him the green shirt,
You
make him
don't like the
talk.
Shaggy design. I
No,
saw
I said
it.
I'm fine with the new design.
I saw I saw a picture where someone's comparing the new Shaggy to to
The old Shaggy.
to low tier God, and then the caption was, "I can imagine this new Shaggy saying to me that I have zero purpose, that I serve zero purpose." And I
That's
looked at
great.
that, and it looks uncannily similar. It was so funny.
Dude, I thought when
You
I heard the
serve
new Shaggy's
zero
voice,
purpose.
for some reason when I heard the new Shaggy's voice, I thought it was fucking Seth Rogen voicing him.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
There was a moment where like my brain stopped and I'm like, did they get Seth Rogen?
I don't do drugs.
That's a good idea. But like what I'm saying is like give him the outfit, make him talk and act like Shaggy, and then just have a moment where you think he's gonna like be like, yeah, man. And it's like, oh no, I hate drugs. Then get
Okay,
like
well, let's
Daphne.
stop beating around the bush, James, because I know what you want to say, and I know what everyone is thinking, and
Oh, hold on,
we
I
haven't
was still
said it
saying
yet.
things.
Okay, go ahead then.
Like take Daphne, make her like a like same sort of like you give the impression that she's the like perfect pretty girl who's like really helpful to the group and stuff. But then you just make her bitchy and like just belittling everyone and every decision they make. Make Fred seem like he's the competent leader who's like trying to reassure everyone, but then just make him like an asshole who's like self indulgent and everything. And
Make him
don't
an It's Andrew clone.
yes, which they did. Which by the way, these are
I
all the character
love
types
Ice
of the
Girl.
characters in the show. But the problem is that they're
Ah.
all named. The problem is that they're all named Shaggy, Daphne, and Fred. Just give them different names, but make us think that they're supposed to be those characters.
I mean, they are
I
those
think that would have
characters,
been
though.
fun.
They are those
They're
characters now.
not. They're really not.
They are those characters now, James. I'm gonna tell my grandkids that this is Scooby Doo.
Okay. I also have another problem is that it's Mindy Kaling writing it, and from what I've seen,
What's wrong with Mindy Kaling?
So what I've seen of other people talk about who definitely have a better opinion on it than me, but like also from what I'm aware of with Mindy Kaling, like her past work, she just focuses on like this one narrative anytime that she writes a character for herself, and it's that everyone belittles her because she's Indian. And they just fucking like rip on her because she's Indian, even her like family and other Indian people. And it's like everyone's like, why do you just keep doing this every time? Like, why don't you just like try to make a?
She's Indian.
Yes.
What the?
That exactly. That's what they do. Like they even have Fred talk about it. Like have him like make a comment about how she like smells in a certain way, and it's like she does that anytime she writes something, and everyone's like, Mindy,
it's funny because it's funny, James.
No, but it's not. It's like really like, do you like? She just keeps writing like hate like towards Indians, and it doesn't feel like it gets better. It's like there's no like, hey, you're Indian. It's okay.
Hey, you're Indian. No one gives a shit. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of. It's like she just keeps writing like, hey, you're Indian. Everyone fucking hates you for it. It's like that's what she writes every time, and it's like Jesus, why?
Well, I'll tell you something. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Go into your thing. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's go to my thing, which we haven't addressed, which is that they race swapped. What was it? They race swapped Velma and
Fred.
Shaggy. I don't think they race swapped Daphne or Fred.
I don't know. I can't tell if they did with that. Like I know they made her like skin darker, but
I don't know.
If they,
I didn't see either
her,
of them really. I only saw
race.
some clips with only Velma in it, I think.
I don't care that they did. I know everybody was fucking pissed about it.
I mean, to me it's like to me it's just cringy. It's cringy when they do that because it's obviously they don't do it for like any story reasons. And if they didn't do it, nothing would really change. So they just do it to try to I don't know why they do it actually to try to like appeal to a bigger audience.
They did it for Velma because Mindy was writing it and she was going to obviously make herself Velma instead of Daphne.
Oh, she was like it was a self-insert.
Yes,
every
time she writes something, it is.
I mean, I know you think self-inserts are okay because you do it all the time for your writing.
Yeah, you know,
like,
me and Jack.
Yeah, you as Michael.
Freeman.
Yeah, you as you was the main character in Hunt Down the Freeman. I forgot his name already.
It's me, Mark.
You're Jack and Jay Savior. Oh my god. But yeah,
we have to get to that by the way. But
it strikes me as the sort of it's like what they call it, virtue signaling. Like, hey, look, our show is so diverse to be diverse, right. And that's the only reason why it's there.
And also, like again, like. Make it seem like we're supposed to think that, but then it's like, yeah, that's not Shaggy, obviously.
Oh no, I think I understand the reason now. It's so that when they race swap and people say the show is bad because they don't like the comedy, that they can say that they're racist.
I know you watched Charlie's video. I know you're just making the points Charlie made.
Yeah, I am.
I get it. No, but he does make good points about it and everything, and it's like, yeah, I don't like. That they're clearly just doing it to be like, hey, we're being diverse, and they're not doing it like, hey, yeah, we're just doing it because that's what the voice actors and we want to show them represented as that. They're not doing it for that reason. I know that's not what they're doing, but there were so many really good animated shows that were canceled by Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I heard about that actually,
and it fucking pisses me off because of that. Because it's like, I know that there isn't any real message being told with the Velma show. That's like my problem is that they're not like trying to tell some story. They're just
isn't Velma like a mature rating or something? Or what is it? Is it like an adult rating?
Yeah, it's adult rating because there's real murders, there's actual like crime happening and stuff.
So there's gore in it, right?
Yeah, I mean they cut open a person's head. I've seen several scenes of Velma opening something and finding a dead body. It's not like it's several times that she does it apparently.
Yeah.
So I guess it just keeps happening. I think I know who killed everyone, by the way.
You already know?
Yeah, I saw an edit already of it. It's Fred.
You think Fred is the one that kills everyone?
Yeah, because that's what the edit made it seem like. They're in a courtroom.
Finally, something they get right with the original show. That they managed to portray Fred as a psychopathic serial killer.
Yeah, again, it would be fine if this was a parody of Fred and it's like not actually Fred because it doesn't make sense. It's you are just taking these characters
I
and
did
making them
hear that
something that
take
they
on
aren't.
it that people don't like it because none of the characters that the show says are the characters act like the original ones.
Yeah, you're going with this, by the way. This doesn't apply to Halo show because Master Chief
Does
still
Velma still
acts
act
like
like Velma?
Master Chief.
I don't really know.
I don't know because I haven't watched it. I'm not planning to watch it either because
I'm going to
it's.
assume that she doesn't act like Velma, right? If they were gonna get if they're going to change everyone else, they might as well change Velma too, right?
I think she's gonna act like the way Mindy Kaling writes every character that she plays. I again,
it's the
I'm
way
sorry
that
to
you
keep
don't like
focusing.
it.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep focusing on this, but it is the case every fucking
Okay,
time.
James, I
She
get
writes the
it.
same
You
character
don't
every
like her
time,
because
and
of her
it's like
skin color. I get it, James.
no,
There's a
apparently she
lot
doesn't
of
like her because of her
connections
skin
here.
color.
You know, I
Jay,
mean,
you actually got it wrong. It's her who doesn't like it.
I showed speed, Mindy calling. I mean, it just lists she keeps going on, James.
Andrew Tate,
Andrew Tate.
he's black, but he doesn't acknowledge
He's
it.
not white.
He is black. His father's black.
Yeah, I mean, it's always there's always something.
No, but
Sneeko.
Sneako's a fucking gremlin, man.
Dude, he's a top G, okay?
He's really not.
He's a top G except for the times when he's not a top G.
Yeah, he's pretty bottom shelf at all times.
He's bottom F.
Um, yeah, I have my problems with it. There was a lot of really good shows that had like a lot of good stories that were canceled and stuff. Mindy Kaling, I feel like she has the potential to do some really good writing, but she just keeps doing the same story and the same characters with stuff. Hey, here's a white person who's really privileged. They don't like the Indian person. They make very overt comments that are like, "Yeah, you smell." Hey, here's the Indian family that just mocks each other.
See, it is funny, James. It is
like,
funny.
What? Why? Mindy, you could just have a character and just be like, "Hey, you're beautiful," and not be like, "Hey, you're ugly because you're Indian." Every fucking time.
Well, I mean, James, it's just like real life, James. You literally go out on the street and every single person you talk, you go to someone, you say, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" And he's like, "Those Indian people, huh?" Am I right? I mean, it's just real.
I guess
is it so bad to be so realistic, James?
Alone, every other thing Mindy Kaling writes. I don't know. I feel like shows like Miss Marvel, it's not about Indian people. It's about Muslims. Jesus, I don't know why I was about to fuck up that. I don't know what I was going to say, but I was like, Muslim. I was about to be XQC with just slurring my words.
Yeah, those muffins, dude.
It's about a Muslim family and everything, but I feel like Miss Marvel does a really good job where you do see people like make comments like that, but the whole show isn't like her and her family just fucking shitting on her the entire time. It's like her not caring about that. It's her like being like, yeah, I'm
beautiful. Are you gonna tell me that they act like real people? What?
Yes.
What? You tell me real people don't act like I don't do drugs. Like
yeah, I'm telling you that the character
or real people don't
Ms.
act
Marvel,
like Fred when he said I don't even know I forgot what Fred said, but it was something about like I have an illness. Don't you know I have an illness?
I have an illness. I can't recognize not hot people.
Yeah, you tell me real people don't act like that? What?
Hold on, Jay. Let me turn on the camera for you real quick.
That was literally the first thing I said to you when I met you. I said number one, I can't believe Mindy Kaling is Indian. That's disgusting. And then number two, I have an illness that I can't recognize. Or I can't recognize hot people or not hot people. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't recognize hot people. Illness.
I thought you were gonna do that thing where you put up some fingers and point to the screen. Do you have any Mindy Kaling projects that I really like?
Yeah, say what Mindy Kaling project you like.
Velma.
Pull the trigger, by the
way. Also, there's I don't think Scooby Doo's in it.
No, he's not, and that's also a thing. Is like, why even use the Scooby Gang if you're not going to use Scoob?
That's true. Why use the mystery gang if you're not going to include the most iconic one?
Again, it would work so much better if it was Velma and some new group of people. keep Velma, keep the one little bit of what we know, and just name everybody something different. Have them dress the same. Have them look like the characters slightly,
Dude, I
even if
can't
that's what you
wait
want to do.
for Velma to be all
Make
of like
subversion an actual subversion.
it's just all gonna be Velma and Indian jokes the entire series season.
Here's my problem with it. Everyone's like, no, you don't get it. It's a subversion. I swear to fucking God, same people that say this, say that shit about Ryan Johnson's The Last Jedi. Like, no, you don't get it. It's a subversion. No, I get it.
It's to subvert the
good.
expectations, James.
It's not good. Just because you're subverting something doesn't mean you're doing a good job at it.
It means you're subverting it, and subverting is synonymous with
Skywalker. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what interesting thing did you do here?
Because it's funny, James. You don't understand comedy. It was funny when Luke Skywalker took the lightsaber and threw it back like over his head.
With that.
And it was funny. It was funny when he was drinking the milk. I mean, come on, James.
No, that was gross.
That was funny. He should.
Ryan.
I think they should have doubled down and have him like do it straight from the teat, dude. I think he should.
He did.
No, he put it in the bottle and then he drank it from the bottle.
I remember him drinking it straight from it and then looking at the camera going, ah!
He didn't do that. He took a swig. He took a swig of the thing that he milked it to. It was a container that he milked it into, and then he went. Ah!
He looked at me in the audience, only me, and he went. Ah.
Yeah, when Luke looked at the camera and he's like, "Check out these teats, little man." Ah!
When he held the gun to my head, just went. Ah!
Come on, dude.
No, I think subverting is fine when you do it right. And as much as I hate to say it, I'm using Ryan.
He didn't do it right.
What was that?
I completely got disconnected there for a second.
Like, man, you hung up on me because I was going on a tangent.
No, my Discord actually just glitched out. Now it's not showing me my ping anymore, so that's probably.
Oh yeah, mine wasn't showing my ping this whole time either, so I was very worried about me dropping.
Guy, Discord, why can't you make your service suitable for people with slow internets, huh?
By the way, Discord shows up in Transformers 4.
Does he? Does it? Whoa.
Yeah, it does. And JD, I'm going to be making some Discord kitten jokes because of it.
Discord kitten.
And you'll see why when we watch it.
You're my little Discord kitten. Ah.
It's going to be very obvious when we watch it and you'll understand why.
Are you going to do that voice too? You're going to do the fat Joker voice?
Bird. We live in a society.
The Jimmy Dango voice. I went on Discord earlier today and I saw my kitten for the first time since New Year's.
I like how we're like, this is the Jimmy Dango voice, but you never get it as the Jimmy Dango voice.
Jimmy Dango's voice is just my voice.
Every character is just your voice.
Yeah, every character that I voice is my voice.
It's me, Jimmy Dango. It's me.
When I'm in Hunt Down the Freeman playing as Nick, I'm just gonna be, hey guys, it's me, Nick, from Hunt Down the Freeman.
And then you look at the camera and you go, I don't do drugs.
Then I look at the camera and I say, he's cursed. And then
camera and I go, he's cursed.
And then Michelle's gonna look at me and he's gonna be like, I'm not cursed. Michelle. And I'm like, and I'm gonna be like, and then I'm gonna be like, no, I think that we've had enough of jokes.
Please.
Yeah. So is that all you wanted to say about the Velma thing? Are you gonna watch it?
I guess I'll watch it. Just like I'll watch it in the same way I watch Riverdale for us.
You should make a new Crapshoot series where you watch things and then review them on the Crapshoot, and you're explaining it to me, and I'll be the one guy who didn't watch it.
Okay, James.
Because you watch so many things that
spiraling with James.
You watch so many things it'd be a shame not to post content about it, right?
Okay, yeah, we'll do spiral. This will be the spiraling with James, the official version.
And you want maybe we can even do it in person because you finally gave me that SIM to USB adapter thing that I can use to just edit it.
I finally gave JD a USB adapter.
That was his gift to me. It was a little USB adapter. Yeah.
Among other thing.
Yeah, the other thing is I forgot what was it. It was I think oh yeah, right. It was thrown into the garbage because my mother. No, I'm just kidding. It was a Gundam. It was not a Gundam. It was a mobile suit figurine. Action figurine.
You're learning.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm just gonna assume that every time I see something from Gundam, it's a mobile suit and it's not a Gundam.
if you don't see the Gundam head with the horns on it, not a Gundam.
It
That's
looks
what
like a
I've
Gundam
learned.
head to me, though. It looks like a Gundam head to me.
No, because it doesn't have the horns and it
It
has a
needs the
giant
horns.
visor. So other than J Savior, as we've learned and we'll get into, J
J
Savior
J
has a
Savior has,
visor,
yeah.
but it has the horns.
It's G Savior. It's not
By the
J
way,
Savior.
that is the official J Savior look now.
Yeah, it turns out J Savior is a real thing. So
I feel so like I don't know how to feel. Like this is so alarming that there is a J Savior. Like why? Why did they name it? Because by the way, they don't name anything else J Savior
uh-huh.
in the PS2 game. It's all G Savior and then it's something mode.
But
But
the
J
game is
Savior,
called J Savior.
no, it's called G Savior because it came out with the movie.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure the people that made the cutscenes for the game also did the effects for the movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it was made at the same time.
It was in development at the same time, yeah.
Yes. But it's so weird because it's like nothing else is named J Savior. And then it has the red like accent colors to it, which I was going to give the J Savior.
So the J Savior design is the same design you would have made it?
Not entirely. I
But
wasn't
it's
gonna give
similar?
it the big shoulder. It's pretty similar. It's so weird. Okay, so for people that don't understand, in G Savior, our commentary track for it on my channel, we
Well, I mean,
talked about
first of
making
all,
a
if you
joke.
don't know what J Savior is, it's a Gundam thing. It's a Gundam movie.
So yeah, I was gonna G Savior is a kind of movie. J Savior isn't a real thing yet. I mean, technically it is, but we'll get into it. So G Savior is a Gundam movie. It's one of the first live action ones. Coming out with a new one with the director of Kong Skull Island is doing it for Netflix. But this was the first thing. It was made in 1999 by a Canadian like film team and studio. And then there was a video game that came out with it. And G Savior is commonly known and like ignored by the fan base, but it's known as like one of the worst Gundam properties.
Uh-huh.
To the point that there's only one model kit of only one type in one grade, which is not a normal thing for Gundam series in movies.
Because the whole point of Gundam is to make it a marketable plushie, you know.
It literally it started in the same way Transformers did. It started as marketable plushies, and they're like, okay, let's make a TV show for this marketable plushie. That's how Transformers started, and that's how Gundam started.
Yeah, it's the reverse where it starts as a marketable plushie. It's like, no, please don't turn me into a TV show or movie. G Savior.
Yeah, it was made with the intention of doing that too. It was like we're gonna put out these toys, and then we're gonna make something for them. Because like, if you look at like any of Transformers history, it is so different. Like from when it first came out, it is so different in toy in comics compared to cartoon because they were made so separately. But getting back to Gundam, there was a video game for the PlayStation 2 that came out called G Savior, same name, and there are different suits that you can have. Because the whole thing with G Savior is that the armor pieces can pop off and you can interchange pieces.
Uh-huh.
And we had a joke when we were doing the commentary track that we were going to remake G Savior in our own image on a lower budget.
And even lower shitty, budget.
But we're gonna like play into how shitty it is and stuff. And I'm also like now kind of like getting a bit too serious with it with like my ideas for it.
Yeah, but, you know, granted, you know, it reminds me of Logan Paul when a video of him leaked out where someone went up to he's like I'm gonna make this new project, it's gonna be awesome, it's a new project, and then someone comes up to like, oh yeah, isn't that the thing with the eggs?
Yeah,
and then,
Steve Aoki.
And then he's like, no,
is, by the way, like the number one DJ in the world other than like Deadmau5. Steve Aoki was like, oh, the egg one. He's like, no.
It's like you. I imagine you were Logan Paul, and then I'm the one being like, oh yeah, so it's the one with the hunt down the Morgan, right? And you're like, no. That was the last project. See, this one is the new one.
Oh, hold on. We're not gonna jump right into J Savior. I'm just getting the concept for it down. But
sure.
J Savior is a joke because we put J in front of stuff whenever it's something that we do.
It's because it's the first letter of both our names.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like J Sauce, our character, is like a joke on Vsauce, which was a joke on the way a guy named Byrne did his impression of Vsauce. So we're like, J Sauce here, and then we just say something stupid in like the Vsauce voice. And then we're like,
Vsauce. Do I have Vsauce music on my soundboard? J Sauce here. If you were a Gundam, would you be G Savior?
G Savior?
G Savior?
G the metaphor process. J Savior?
G
I
Savior metamorphosizes
it's
into J Savior.
and and so we are like, we're gonna do J Savior. It's gonna be our own little low budget thing. It's gonna be a joke because it's our name with a J, and it's gonna be
Yeah,
like
it's
very dumb
funny.
and
It's a
bad.
joke. You know, it's comedic.
And
Ding
then
doink is my
and then I've been getting really into Gundam because I've been playing the Gundam game, and I'm like, I want to look into stuff because I was aware there was a video game. I sent the thing to you, like there was a video game for G Savior, and I'm like, I want to watch a little playthrough of it real quick. And then he immediately goes into the armors, and I hear the words, "So the J Savior." I pause the video, I look up, and I see this screenshot I've sent to JD. I don't know if it was in the podcast, but like you can find the video itself. It's
Mhm.
not that hard. Just look up G Savior PS2. It's like one of the first videos. Um,
Yeah, I'm pretty
one
sure
of the
there's not
first
many videos
two
about it.
videos of
Yeah.
the only ones. Apparently, it has a really good soundtrack. The video game, by the way.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of the gameplay for it. I was like, so just astonished by this. There is a suit named J Savior, and
Is it a Gundam?
it's a Gundam because this is a different version of the G Savior.
Hmm.
And the thing is, I like a couple of days ago, before I had sent you this or like looked into like more G Savior stuff, I was going over G Savior like with myself. I was making like the little quick character mock-ups of stuff. I've sent you the one for Mark's redesign and Jack's redesign. Uh,
Hmm.
and I was like, I was trying to think of like what would a new like what would J Savior looks like because I want to make J Savior its own unit to go against G Savior. And
Well, now
and
you
then
don't
lo
have
and
to because
behold,
J Savior's a real thing.
yes, and I'm still gonna make alterations to it because I was like thinking putting sabers in the shoulder pieces and stuff for a very specific like sort of like look and effect.
Yeah, you're gonna put like one big sword right in the groin area, so you like pull like, and it takes a couple yanks to get it out there.
And then there's gonna be a tank cannon coming out of the ass so they can like flip on his back and then just shoot
Yeah,
it.
and then
Like in the
its
Gundam
head
video
cannons
game.
are like 10 times bigger than they should be. So
Yes.
it's gonna be like the NASCAR Transformers with the gun, but it's just decked out with guns.
Yes. Yes. It's but yeah, this is insane. J Savior is real. It's we didn't know anything about this when we made the jokes. I hadn't looked into it. I didn't know.
Okay, how many people know about J Savior?
I think maybe four, including us and this guy.
Okay,
Yeah, this is insane that there's already a J Savior and stuff. I mean, listen, after we do Hunt Down the Freeman, I do want to start like a little like crowdfunded project to do J Savior. And I genuinely like I now that I've learned it's a real thing, and I've already like I'm really getting invested in the idea of the story and
yeah,
forming with it. I'm really excited. I'm also really happy that the art editing app I use now finally saves pictures in HD again,
yeah.
and it's not all grainy and bad like
J,
those.
J Savior starring Mark as the villain and then Jack as the hero
Well,
piloting J Savior.
that was the thing. I was thinking, well, my favorite thing about Gundam is usually when it shows that both sides are just shitty. It's like when it's like, no, yeah, the Earth Federation, they're fucking horrible. There's a lot of really good
They are
times where
not
it does
good
that.
people,
No, they're not. And it's also I love it when Halo does that too. They're like, no, humans are awful.
but they're better than the Covenant.
Not really.
The Covenant is worse.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
Not
James.
entirely. Yeah, the insurgents, while not being better and kind of being a bit more vicious, morally the better option of the three groups.
It's because they're too stupid to make morals, James. They're just animals.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I really like it when Gundam like goes like, especially with Gundam Thunderbolt, they like show you that the Earth Federation guy is just a real piece of shit. The Neo Zeon guy is like he's kind of shitty, but he's all right. And it's just you watch like these very horrible events happen to each group and stuff from each side.
I mean, yeah,
It's really good.
I think those are it's I think it's kind of hard to pull off a show where you don't where like no character is good.
Well, that's the thing. It's like they're not good, but it's like you understand the situation they're in. They're in a
Okay.
war.
Oh, so
No,
they're not like good, but they're still likable characters, or like
yeah, they're
you still get
likable
used to
because it's
relate to
like
them.
they're charismatic. They can like they're acting like
I mean, you could
from
just take
my
the
point of view,
you could just take the Mindy Kaling route and then just have every single character be
be
unrelatable,
me
unfun,
and
and
be me.
yeah, be
They're
you
all me.
basically. Yeah, just be you.
Uh, but yeah, I really like that idea. So I was thinking, okay, how do we show that the Illuminati, which I learned is the name of the fucking people that Mark is with at the end of the movie.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
They're
It's
literally
gonna
called the
come back in
Illuminati.
J Savior.
Yes, they are because they made the J Savior unit as much as they made the G Savior. And it's gonna be like the Illuminati. They've made a new supermarket and everything, and then like the Soldiers of Consent, which is apparently the name of the military.
Yeah, my
When you
favorite
acronym
military in Gundam, the Consent Army. Yeah.
because they're not Neo Zeon, but they're Neo Zeon, but they're like the
Wait, what? What
congressional.
Xeon? I only know Jean.
Yeah, sorry, Jean piloting
Yeah,
their Zags.
the Jeans and their Zax.
It's fucking dumb. We have to make that joke.
Yeah. So if you don't know, it's called the Empire of Xeon, and then the one of the mobile units is called what was it called again?
A Zaku.
Zaku's. But
So,
the
by the way, they're spelled Zeon and Zaku.
yeah. And was it the
The
video game
FMV.
narrator that said no? The FM
Yeah,
yeah, it was the
the
FMV
FMV narrator.
narrator mispronounces those into saying the Empire
Jean.
of Jean and
Zeon.
and then the Zaku's no the Zax
Zaku.
the Zax
Insane. Insane.
Mobile
how they
Suit
got that
Zax.
wrong.
But they pronounce like everything else right. It's kind
Which
of
is
weird.
insane because like they're like Char Aznable, and I'm like, what?
Char
What?
Aznable is like what? Whoa, I know that.
Char Aznable. I know that man. Noah Bright.
I mean, it's kind of hard to get Noah Bright mispronounced, right?
It's spelled Noah.
You would
though.
think that, but then you would also think
You
like,
would
no way
think that.
you mispronounce Zaku, right? Zax,
No, there's no way you mispronounce Zeon, Zeon as Jean,
Jean,
and you spell it Jean.
Jean, dude.
I mean, they spelled it Jean too when they like pronounced it in the thing. So yeah, it's consent is like the acronym of whatever the military's name is. It's like the congressional something something, and
Right.
I've had my ideas. Like you kind of see that the Illuminati is a bit corrupt. We'll make Philippe the bad guy.
You want to make Philippe the bad guy?
I think for the Earth Federation stand-in, the Illuminati will make Philippe the bad guy for them, and then we'll introduce a new bad guy as the bad guy of consent.
Mm. And
you
Mark
kinda,
and Jack are going to be like good guys.
yeah, well, you'll see like they both like Mark is arguing for the ideals of the Illuminati, while I call him Jack
It's just going to be
is
Gundam
arguing-
Civil War.
Yeah, basically. But it's like I'm thinking, okay, so we take the main cast from G Savior, which is Mark, Jack, Paku, aka Poe,
His deceased wife. Yeah.
Nini, the Asian lady who I still don't know the name of, and
Yeah, we got to recreate a scene where like Mark
Chelsea?
gets a new girlfriend and then like they're arguing inside a
there's new
hotel
girl,
room.
Chelsea.
They're arguing with he's arguing with Chelsea in the hotel room and then he storms out, punches the lock and it shuts the door. You remember that moment?
Yes, I do.
That was a good moment.
And we'll have Mark audibly say, "Good trick always works twice."
Get a D's nuts joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's what Jack will say to Mark while he's in prison.
You ever heard of the kingdom of D's? What?
D's
No,
what,
what's
sir?
D's? D's nuts, Mark.
That's perfect. Perfect.
It's what the? Your time's up. Get out of the cell. I'll see you around.
See you around, chump.
See you around, chump.
I don't want to get like too into it because I know it's not like the point of this podcast and stuff. We're just trying to move past, but I'm really interested in the story and like kind of actually going into it and making more of it and stuff.
Oh yeah, all you, dude. I give you full creative freedom, and if you want my input on anything, just feel free to ask me.
Yeah, what do you think of
In
Mark's
Discord
design?
format, in GIF form only.
Oh yeah, here, send me a GIF of what you think of Mark's design.
Mark's design, the newest one you gave me.
Yeah.
Huh? What I think.
By the way, I learned that with Bazart, the app I use for editing, because I don't have Photoshop,
Yeah.
When you resize something, it no longer just scrambles the image, it makes it smaller.
Hell yeah.
Like it just it stays the same, but it just changes with whatever the
What I
size
think
is. So
is that's what I think about the design is that it kind of
it's
is like
really
that.
funny results. Well, and I have to scroll down and look at it.
Yeah.
It's trying to walk up the
Not
stairs.
only because Invincible is nodding, but also because the blue on that suit reminded me of the blue on Invincible's suit.
Oh yeah, like
So
any changes that you want like made to like that sort of look and stuff, I can do.
I'm good. It's all good.
Hey, you know,
I'm
to
not a
to this
designer.
look right here.
I have a pretty bad I have a pretty bad taste when it comes to designing anything. So
You're so
I love how
small.
small it made it.
Like I'm so glad it doesn't scramble an image now, but also it's permanently small no matter what size I go to now.
You can't zoom in.
I can't zoom in. It's so good.
All right. Well, is that all you want to talk about the Gundam thing, or
I'm physically making the props for it and stuff, and our costumes for Level Up Expo.
awesome? So you decided that we were gonna go as Mark and Jack.
Jack and Mark. Yeah, I mean that was always going to be the plan, right?
That was
We
always the
thought like,
plan, but then you forgot about the plan when I brought up the Joker thing, and you were like, "Oh yeah, we should go as
a
Joker
really good
Murray," and I was like,
idea. It's a really good
and
idea.
I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty funny." But what about the other thing? You're like, "What other thing?" You know, Mark
Well,
and
because it's
Jack
like
from GC.
we developed like we were like okay we have three costumes for the weekend and stuff and it was like it's Mark and Jack it's J Sauce and then it was one other thing that I now can't remember.
It was Mark and Jack, J Sauce, and the Joker, right? Joker thing.
No, because
Right?
there was one before that and that's why it was like oh this is the dilemma.
Was it the Ruby thing?
No, it was something else and it was like oh yeah of course we gotta go as that.
I don't
Fuck,
remember.
I'm like vaguely remembering it too. um I'll message you about it but
Okay.
because Mark and Jack are still the solid lockdowns. I've been making Jack's pistol.
Guaranteed, we're going as Mark and Jack.
Yeah, Mark and Jack are the guarantee, and I think we should do them first day so we can just get like the heavy hot clothes out of the way.
That's
I'm
nice.
designing. I don't know what I'm gonna wear for Jack yet because I'm like I should wear the Starship Trooper suit that he wears at the beginning, but I'm also like, well, should I wear his big weird
You
helmet
should wear
armor?
the Nazi uniform that
Where are your Gundams?
Where are your Gundams?
I bought this really cheap Walter PPKS off of Amazon. It was like $15, but it's
Hell
really
yeah.
good quality. It's like
Hell yeah.
surprisingly really nice.
Oh shit!
And
Is that my gift that you're giving to me for my gun right there?
no, JD, because this is a shitty one, and I'm buying you a good one.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
But I traced it onto this my notebook, the physical notebook
Ah,
I was talking about, and
yeah.
I made blue line markings because Jack's pistol that he uses in the movie is a Vector CP1,
Hell yeah,
and I've also
vectors.
learned it's the most rare spring pistol you can find for airsoft. And it's only like Korean made.
Hell yeah.
So it is like a limited quantity and it was really popular in 2011 to find like versions of it because Starship Galactica came out and people bought them up for their cosplays for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's like hard to find them at all. So I'm trying to alter a Walter PPK1, geez, Walter PPKS into a Vector CP1. Uh, I don't think I'm going to be putting the round bit on the back like it has, but I will be putting the round bit on the front and on the magazine, and then
Oh.
on the grip as well, because the grip isn't straight down like the Walter PPKS. It has a bump on it, so your finger, like your ring finger, sits up a bit higher.
Oh, I see.
I I don't know. Why I'm putting so much detail into this fucking dumb cosplay, but like I'm like, if I'm going to do one
That you'll
thing
be
right,
wearing for like one day.
yeah, it's like if I'm going to be doing. Oh, I think I've already broke it. So, well, slide permanently stuck back now.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, you know why it's $15, so
yeah, I know why it's 15, but it's good quality for $15. Got it.
nice.
A little brute force. I like that it has like a working hammer as well, and that you can like cancel it. But Yeah, I'm gonna be putting effort into this. I'm gonna be using like Warbler and foam and stuff to heat form it so it gets the right shape.
Mm-hmm.
I've already ordered all the pieces for your thing. I just need to get the boots, paint the boots, and do the torso armor.
I see. That's
I have
nice.
like all the cloth pieces for yours. Again, I think I'm just gonna do his norm. So these are called normal suits, by the way. They're space suits.
Yeah.
Um, they're called normal suits. So that's why, like in your sorry, I shot that while talking. In your Mark concept, that's why it says his normal suit. If you're
Mm-hmm.
confused, Mark's normal suit concept. They're called normal suits, so I'm gonna be making your shit brown normal suit that he wears in the movie.
Hell yeah.
And then I guess I'll just do Jack's weird giant shoulder pad and helmet normal suit. I'll just my problem is that they don't have good photos of it except for Mark's because he's like just walking around the entire like
Hey,
over
you know,
half the
you'll just
movie
have to
wearing it.
guess. That's part
Yeah,
of the
I'm gonna
fun
have
with
to
cosplaying G
I'm gonna
Savior.
have to use all the close-ups that they have in the cockpits of Jack going "Eh." And
It's
then
you should
like
use the one where he's monologuing to death, but like it slowly fades out, so where Mark can't hear it, so he just says, "Huh? What?"
what?
And it blasts him. All right, then is that the end then, or?
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I've got one last thing to talk about, just to mention it real quick. But you hear about
Yeah.
the D&D thing? Because I heard about some news about it, and
I
I was like,
haven't. I saw Charlie's video. I didn't watch it. I'm
yeah,
not aware. I've just heard things. I
I've
know
I've
Wizards of the Coast have had a lot of problems before,
yeah, it,
so
it reminded
I'm
me
very curious.
of you because you were the only person I know who was anything into D&D. And you know, the news is that Wizards of the Coast is trying to change the open game license of D&D to try to make it monetized, right? So it would basically make it so that you can't play D&D and like stream it or record it or something, make money off of it without paying them like a royalty or
Is
something.
this them trying to really get one at Critical Role? That's what it sounds
Sort
like,
of, yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
It
It's sort of
sounds
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah, but it's not only for Critical Role. It's all they also
Right.
include
It's
like a
gonna
little
be
thing at the
everything.
bottom where like it's up to our like discretion whether or not we
Oh,
want
of
to
what like is and isn't.
of whether or not we want to make your D&D game monetizable or not, or like whether you have to pay royalty or not. We'll send you 30-day notice. That's what they put at like the bottom.
Mm.
So, you
So
know,
it's like
I just thought, you know, D&D news, James. So, I mean, there's a,
they've been in a lot of hot water already and stuff, and I
yeah.
just don't think this was a good choice. Like, I think they should have just not done this.
I
Put
don't
out
think they
more.
actually went through with it, actually. I think I saw something today that
I hope not.
they pulled it back because everyone was all the D&D nerds were really angry that you know they were keyboard
Understandably
warring
so.
it right on it. No, not understandably so. They were just angry and malding.
JD, the only person here that's molding is it's Andrew W. and Philippe.
They were literally malding. In case of Andrew, it's literally malding. But you know, I love ice
Smooch Andrew.
gruel. I love ice gruel. Ah.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could save this for the James reviews, but I did finish watching the new Gundam anime, Wit from Mercury.
Oh, nice.
It's very good.
Yeah, I did see it. I guess we
watch
could
it.
save it for then. If you enjoyed, you should like, subscribe. We do this every Sunday.
You're
Every
worthless.
Sunday. And you serve zero purpose.
Zero purpose.
I don't do any drugs.
I don't do drugs. Again,
And
just don't name him Shaggy. Don't
you
name
won't
him
be able
Daffy.
to
Don't
see
name him
us
Fred.
do no drugs unless you like and subscribe. Because it comes out every Sunday.
Oh, by the way,
Bring us out, James. Yeah, I see that you're moving out. Bring us out, James.
I bought 2 pistols.